Now we're going to look at the nominal phrase, which is also called the noun phrase. These are phrases, that is, groups of two or more words that function together as a noun. And they can do the things that nouns do. They can be subjects of verbs, they can be subjective complements, and they can be objects of various kinds. So let's look at a couple of sentences and get familiar with the nominal phrase. Now, here's a sentence. The girl who bought the mitt is the friend of Gabor's cousin. Now, the verb here, or the main verb, is. Nominal phrases answer the same questions that nouns do, namely who or what. Nouns are persons, places, or things, and nominal phrases are too. So, who is the friend of Gabor's cousin? The girl who bought the mitt. That's who. So, this whole thing here, the girl who bought the mitt, is one nominal phrase. Now, this phrase has one other nominal phrase inside it. Now, actually, it also has a subordinate clause inside it, and this is a good moment to recall that the difference between phrases and clauses is not maybe as simple as some people would think. Clauses must have a subject and verb combination in them. That is what makes them clauses. Phrases do not need to have a subject and verb combination in them. And for this reason, some people might think that phrases are always smaller than clauses or something like that, that they're littler things. But phrases can have clauses inside them, just as clauses can have phrases inside them. And this is an example here. The girl who bought the mitt. Who bought the mitt is a subordinate clause. It is answering the question, which one? Which girl? The one who bought the mitt. That's which girl. So, who bought the mitt is a subordinate clause functioning as if it were an adjective and modifying the noun girl. Now, within this subordinate clause, we have this phrase, the mitt. Bought is the verb in the subordinate clause. Bought what? The mitt. That's what. So the mitt is a nominal phrase inside of this longer nominal phrase. So, the girl who bought the mitt is the friend of Gabor's cousin. Is the verb. The girl who bought the mitt is who? She is the friend of Gabor's cousin. That's who. So that whole thing is a nominal phrase, the friend of Gabor's cousin, and it is functioning, by the way, as the subjective complement. Is a linking or copulative verb. Now, there is, once again, a nominal phrase inside of this longer nominal phrase. The friend of is a preposition, and prepositions, as we know, are followed by objects. And friend of who? Gabor's cousin. That's who. So Gabor's cousin, once again, is a nominal phrase inside of a longer nominal phrase. Cousin is the noun, and Gabor's is an adjective. Which cousin? Gabor's cousin. That's which cousin. Don't be fooled into thinking this is a noun because the word Gabor is a noun. Gabor is a person. Gabor's is not a person. It is not a noun. It is an adjective. The possessive is an adjective. Now, noun phrases, nominal phrases, have what are called heads. That is the chief word, the chief noun, the kernel around which the phrase is built. So in this case, the girl who bought the mitt, the head of the phrase is girl. And a noun phrase, one way to define a noun phrase, is that it consists of a head noun, and everything that modifies that head. So the is an adjective, the definite article, and it modifies girl. Which girl? The girl. Which girl? The girl who bought the mitt. Again, that modifies girl. And the mitt, that's another nominal phrase, and the head is mitt. And the is, again, the definite article that is modifying mitt. Similarly, Gabor's cousin, that's a nominal phrase, and cousin is the head of that phrase. The friend of Gabor's cousin, friend is the head of that longer nominal phrase. So one phrase, one head. I mean, even though cousin is inside this longer nominal phrase, the friend of Gabor's cousin, the head of that longer phrase is this and nothing but this. It's just friend. So one phrase, one head. But phrases can be within phrases. Let's do one more to cement this. The crook stole the jewels in the crown after reading his horoscope. The crook stole the jewels in the crown after reading his horoscope. Well, who stole? The crook. That's who stole. So crook would be the head, and this is just a two-word nominal phrase. It's as easy as they come. He stole what? What did he steal? Now, one thing is you have to say, well, where do you stop? He stole the jewels. Which jewels? The jewels in the crown. So in the crown is part of this nominal phrase, because the nominal phrase consists of the head, which in this case is jewels, and everything that modifies it. But does the nominal phrase continue along this? Does it include after reading his horoscope? Well, it doesn't. The nominal phrase ends with crown. Now look at this. The friend, which friend? Of Gabor's cousin. So we go on. The girl who bought what? The mitt. Again, so we go on. But the jewels in the crown, which crown? The crown after reading his horoscope? No. There's a break there. That's the end of the nominal phrase. So the jewels in the crown, again, the crown, that's another nominal phrase within this nominal phrase. It's the object of the preposition, whereas this phrase, the jewels in the crown, that is functioning as the direct object of stole. Stole what? The jewels in the crown. And this thing, after reading his horoscope. Now, after is also a preposition. So after reading his horoscope is a prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrases can never function as nouns. They function only as adjectives and adverbs. But what is the object of the preposition after? And we're going to see that the object is in fact reading. After reading, which tells us that reading is a gerund. It is the ing form of a verb functioning as a noun. And reading his horoscope is therefore another nominal phrase. After what? After reading his horoscope. Reading, being a gerund and thus a verbal, can do certain things that verbs can do. For example, it can have direct objects. Reading what? His horoscope. That's what. So his horoscope is another nominal phrase within this nominal phrase. So reading his horoscope is a gerund phrase, and all gerund phrases are, by definition, nominal phrases. The gerund phrase is a subset of the nominal phrase, and his horoscope is functioning as the direct object of reading. Reading what? His horoscope. So that is yet another nominal phrase.